Good morning! You guys, it's snowing! Can you move your fingers up and wiggle them? And then let's bring them all the way down and pretend like it's snowing where you are. Are you ready? Say, snowing. Snowing. I'm cold. Are you cold? Can you give yourself a big hug and say, I'm cold? I'm cold. When it's snowing outside, it's cold. Snowing, cold. Snowing, cold. If it's snowing and it's cold, put on your hat. If it's snowing and it's cold, put on your hat. If it's snowing and it's cold, let's be so very bold. If it's snowing and it's cold, put on your hat. Do you have a hat you can put on? Let's see if we can find a hat. Hat? Hat? I have a winter hat. Let me grab it. This is my hat. It will keep my head warm when it's snowing. If it's snowing and it's cold, put on your hat. Let's put on our hat. If it's snowing and it's cold, put on your hat. If it's snowing and it's cold, let's be so very bold. If it's snowing and it's cold, put on your hat. What else do we need to wear when it's cold outside? I know. We need a jacket. If it's snowing and it's cold, put on your jacket. If it's snowing and it's cold, put on your jacket. If it's snowing and it's cold, let's be so very bold. If it's snowing and it's cold, put on your jacket. Do you think you can find a jacket? Let's see if we can put our jackets on. Where's my jacket? Here it is. I found my jacket. One arm in, swing it around the back, and the other arm goes through. Ready? If it's snowing and it's cold, put on your jacket. If it's snowing and it's cold, put on your jacket. If it's snowing and it's cold, let's be so very bold. If it's snowing and it's cold, put on your jacket. I'm getting warm and cozy, but my hands are a little cold. What could we put on our hands to keep them nice and warm? Did you say mittens? If it's snowing and it's cold, put on your mittens. If it's snowing and it's cold, put on your mittens. If it's snowing and it's cold, let's be so very bold. If it's snowing and it's cold, put on your mittens. Do you have gloves or mittens? Maybe. Let's go for some. Miss Janie has some. I'm going to put them on. Here they are. I'm going to put one hand in. Sometimes they're tricky, so you might have to get Mom and Dad to help. And that's okay. One glove. And here goes my other glove. Oh, I'm getting so warm and cozy. Let's sing our song. Do you have your hat and your jacket and your mittens? Ready? If it's snowing and it's cold, put on your mittens. If it's snowing and it's cold, put on your mittens. If it's snowing and it's cold, let's be so very bold. If it's snowing and it's cold, put on your mittens. Yay! You guys did so great. We have our hat, our winter coat, and our mittens. This will keep us nice and warm when we want to go outside in winter. Guess what? Now we can go play in the snow. I'm a little snowman, look at me. These are my buttons. 1, 2, 3. These are my eyes, and this is my nose. I wear a hat and scarf. Brrr, it's cold. Playing in the snow is so much fun, and I'm glad that we had our hat and coat on to stay warm. But I lost one of my mittens. Oh no. I have a book here. It's called The Mitten. It's about a little boy that loses his mitten. Once there was a boy named Nicky. He wanted mittens as white as snow. If you drop a white mitten in the snow, it will be hard to find, his grandmother told him. But Nicky wanted snow white mittens, so much that Baba made them for him. Baba is his grandma. When she finished knitting, Nicky put on the mittens and went out to play. It wasn't long before one mitten fell off. And a little mole found it and crawled inside. It was just the right size, so he decided to stay. A rabbit came hopping by. He wiggled in next to the mole. And then a hedgehog wanted to get warm. The mole and the rabbit made room for him. The owl didn't want to be left out. So the mole, the rabbit, and the hedgehog had to move over. The little mitten was getting crowded. A badger looked out of his house and saw the mitten. He climbed right in. It's getting crowded. What animal is this? Oh, it started to snow. So a fox pushed his way in and made himself right at home. Oh goodness, it's a bear. A big bear sniffed at the mitten. The animals were packed in tight, but the bear didn't care. he crawled in anyway. The mitten was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Whoa! Then a tiny mouse squeezed in and perched himself right on the bear's nose. The mouse's whiskers tickled the bear's nose. Ha! Ha! Achoo! The bear sneezed. All the animals flew out of the mitten. Nicky saw his mitten sail up in the air. From the window, Baba watched Nicky catch his mitten. "See, Baba," he called, "I have both my mittens." And Baba smiled. The end.